Today on the Angel of Words video podcast, we have bachata beast and tropical percussionist extraordinaire, Mr. Mario Munoz, coming to bless the mic on the Angel of Words podcast. On deck. Hello and welcome to the Angel of Words podcast. Today with me right here, right now, is the beast of tropical music, the bachata master, Mr. Mario Munoz, aka at Made by Mars. How you doing, my brother?
What's up, brother? Thank you for
coming
having
to the
me.
show. You
Thank
already
you, man.
know, bro.
Appreciate that.
Oh man, let me tell you something. This guy right here is a testament is why you should never burn bridges. I used to date somebody in his family. I'm not going to say who it is, but him and I were able to continue our relationship after things ended. And that's a lesson to y'all. Stop ghosting, because you never know if you're going to need that person 10 years down the line. But I'm very glad to have you here, my brother. Thanks for being here. And, I want to start off the show with, you're a musician. Unfortunately, in the past year and a half, we've had a couple gentlemen, that smoked, unfortunately, with the hate and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Nipsey Hussle. We're talking about Pop Smoke. And, as a young musician, man, how does that make you feel, man, when you see somebody that had that kind of potential go out like that, G?
Oh, man. This is a conversation that I've been having for actually a few weeks now with, certain colleagues and friends. And I feel horrible. The hate got to stop, number one, out here. He was a baby. He was only 20 years old. He just reached a level of stardom, money, him seeing his songs being sung by other people in the crowd, and just for him to get murdered like that over hate, it has to stop. It's something that can't continue. Make money just like the next person, or find something you love to do and just focus on that. Motivate the next person. Don't hate on the next person or try to do something just to hurt them because, now you're not in those foots, in those steps, and you want to just, all right, let me just get them out the way now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you're depriving us, man.
Yeah,
you're depriving us of music.
You're making us all look bad.
That's
not just
fact.
people in the industry, just humans itself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? And that's something I don't respect and I don't condone, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and you grew up in the hood, G. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy. You ever been in a situation, as a young musician? Because you've been grinding for years now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but you've been in the game for a minute. Like, you ever been in a situation like that where it's like, yo, I need to get out of these circles. I need to stop, chilling with these kind of people because I ain't trying to get myself caught up in a situation like that.
Yeah, I felt like that plenty of times before, man, and it's more about just being the bigger person and just step away, no matter the repercussions or nah, he's a hater, or no, nah, he don't want to mess with the crew. No, it's just certain things you have to, analyze and realize, like, I can't be around this negative because there ain't gonna be nothing good out of it. There's nothing good out of that. What you're gonna get is bad results. So just stay positive and just keep going.
Facts, like you said, find something to love, man. All we need is love, like the Beatles said.
Yeah, like and love is two different things.
Yeah.
So find something you love,
yeah,
and just dedicate to that.
Now, you started this music journey as a child, right? You were like a child prodigy.
Yes, I was a baby actually at 2 years old. My father said I used to, bang on the pots and pans and the tables, and my mother be in the kitchen wilding out, like, yo, tell him to stop it. And my father be like, yo, be quiet. My son's gonna be somebody in life. Yada yada, etc. So and it's from there on, I just started, my father just started building me up. He made me his own instruments, fresh from Colombia.
Really?
Like,
so from scratch?
He made me a conga from a tree, like fresh from out there. He made me maracas. He made me instruments from scratch where I actually started off, playing by myself before I actually got into music school, and him putting me into certain programs. And so that's how I started off in the house, by
with makeshift instruments.
Yeah, because my father used to be a musician in Colombia.
Did your father still make makeshift instruments?
Nah,
Maybe
not anymore. Yeah, it's over for that now. Pops is old now. He can't, he can't stick and move. He can't stick and move like before. So
like Wilder.
Yeah.
Well, not like Wilder can, but like Fury can.
Exactly. But all those instruments are put in storage for memories and bring them down the line. Who knows?
That's dope, man. And like, you said you mentioned that to me prior that you started with like programs and stuff. Also, like you were learning the house, and then eventually you got to an age where you were
then my father
music school or something like that.
My father actually, since he was a musician himself and he knows a lot of people in that world of salsa and Latin jazz, and he knew a lot of people, so he used to always take me to Flushing Meadow Parks to play in rumbas, like those little rumbas that people gather together and bring all their congas out and start playing, all the old heads basically. So he knew a guy named Johnny Almendra, which was a very famous percussionist. I look up to him like a father to me in the music world. Shout out to him as well, wherever he's at.
Colombian cat or
Puerto Rican?
Puerto Rican cat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, played with everybody. You name it, he played with them. So he knew him, met him, and he saw me and he told my father, like, yo, who's that kid? And he's like, that's my son.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, that's your son. He's like, wow. He's like, your son, I see something in that kid. He's like, yo, bring him down to my music school where I work at, which was the Boys and Girls Harbor Conservatory.
Okay, that's in East Harlem, right?
That's in East Harlem.
I bet. Shout out to East Harlem.
Facts. Shout out to all of them. So my father brought me down there maybe a year later. I was a bit young. I was probably like 3 years old. Brought me down to the school. We did everything. I had to take a test, but I was too young. So I had to wait. I had to wait till I was 4, maybe 5. A year later again comes around and I went to the school. Knocked it out. Bang. They was like, bring them in. So I started getting private classes there to a point where I got a scholarship in Boys and Girls Harbor. Wow. And I started doing all these workshops. Started getting taught by a lot of the biggest like musicians in Latin industry.
Yeah, like in the tropical world.
In the tropical world. I played with Hector Lavoe, played with all these big cats that you can name. Those are my mentors to this day.
Yeah.
Started going through them. They taught me. It was like levels.
Yeah, and did they teach you how to read music and all that?
I started to learn how to read later on in life.
All right, cool.
I did everything by heart and by ear. Right. So the director was like, it's time for you to now start reading.
Yeah.
You already got everything down packed. You're good. So at maybe like 13 years old, they put me to start, to read and write music.
Yeah.
And I took maybe like a good 2 years to learn. And it was like, I gotta learn how to read.
It's not the most fun part of the musical life.
Because he knew, he was like, yeah, you gotta read now. And I'm like, damn, Ramon. Shout out to Ramon Rodriguez too. He was the director of that music school. And I didn't want to. I'm just like, damn, I gotta go. So I used to take these Saturday classes now. Yeah. And I had to go. And it was just strictly for reading. It was just reading and writing. And I had homework. So I had to go home and learn the notes. And I had to learn the quarter notes and the breaks and the pauses. And I'm just like, oh, man, this is crazy. There was no more reading sheets for percussion. It was just strictly now learning how to read and write it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So that was a cool journey. I got it down packed. And I thank God for that. Because that's something a musician needs to know, is learn how to read and write music. Very important. You could do everything by heart, but do you know how to read and write? Yeah.
And it leads to other opportunities as well, because when you know how to read and write music, you could actually work with orchestras.
And the Sharks will test you. The Sharks will test you out there. They're going to throw a sheet at you and see if you can do it. If you can't.
Yeah, you do have those musical elitists. Like, you're not going to play at Carnegie Hall if you don't know how to read music. You know what I'm saying?
Can't read me a 2-page sheet of something. That's a problem now, So that's something I recommend out there, to the upcoming cats, to learn how to read and write music as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very important.
Did you ever play at Carnegie Hall growing up, like as a child? Like, did they get you to different locations?
With my music school, I did. Yeah, we got to do Lincoln Center,
dope.
Lincoln Jazz Symphony Center. Yeah. We got to do a lot of different places, man. Thank God. What else did we do out here in New York that I can remember? We did Apollo Theater.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Very legendary.
Did you get booed off stage?
No, because this event was basically meant for the new upcoming cats. Oh, all right. Keke Palmer was part of that. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, so that crew, we all came out of like, you know, a certain, you know, circle that was, everybody just blew up in their own lane. You know what I'm saying? Kiki went that way, I went this way, all the other cats that I grew up with in music school, you know, they all got their own lane. Everybody's just working, you know, everybody just kept their composure and said, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. You know, a lot of people didn't, you know.
Yo, but not for nothing, Mario. You went a wild lane though, boy. Cause I remember you being 15 and playing bachata, man, like at the spots, man. Like underage, man. How'd you get wrapped up in that? That's crazy.
Oh man. I guess it was a different time, and I see it now, and it's very hard for even a 16-year-old to even get into a club and he's part of a band. Yeah. You know, before it was different. And sometimes it'll be to a point where it was like managers or promoters will be like, yo, if that kid don't get on stage, then the show don't go on. Like, if it's not happening. And I used to tell them, like, yo, I'm not coming here to drink because I don't like to drink, period. I'm a person, I don't like to drink. So yeah, I was like, yo, I'm not here to drink or nothing. I'm here to do my job and I'm out, you know? And then I would go on stage and I'll do my thing. And then after that, that's when the owners and everybody would be all up on me. Oh, yo, you the man. And I'm like, yeah, but I thought I couldn't play. I thought I couldn't go in the club. Oh, now you own me now, huh? So it's just like, I got to experience a lot of crazy stuff back then during that time because, like I said, it's not easy for now a young cat to even go to a club at 16 to throw down and on stage, you feel me? Especially with a band. You know, people got like, oh, he's just for a little bit. Don't worry, he's going to be on stage. You know, we'll bring him in when it's time to go on stage, and then we'll bring him out. Like, it's stuff like that now, you know. But it was a very different era. It was cool. I got to experience a lot of stuff at 14, 15 in the club, traveling. It was something different. It was a pretty cool experience, and I thank God for that because it molded me different. Yeah, you know.
No, but you earned that opportunity, not for nothing, man. Because I really recall you all the time, man. Like practicing. I remember sometimes, bro, like your hands would be bleeding. You were beating on the, you know, the conga so much, my brother. That's crazy.
And it's crazy because I went from salsa, Latin jazz to bachata. During a time where it was going crazy, where bachata was, you know, on top.
Yeah, it was taking over. Like it had gotten to that climax.
I did a transformation that was very crazy, and a lot of people was like, whoa, how you did that? Like, how did you go from salsa to this to now bachata? And that's a very different...
It's a different rhythm.
Rhythm, sound, culture is very different. I'm just like, I dedicated to it. I wanted to learn something different. Yeah. I wanted to learn new rhythms. I wanted to learn something different other than what I was already, you know, something I already mastered, which was salsa and all that. I already mastered it. Yeah. I want to move on. So.
But it's not easy, man, because the thing with tropical music, it's all about, not only do you have to have the rhythm, the soul, la alma, like, you know, you need to, you gotta, like you said, you need to be ingrained in that culture. You have to, you know, you have to be around the Dominicans and eat that mango, man.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Or you can't come out, man. Like, you play that good stuff, G.
You got to play your part.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
you got to play your part. You got to play your part.
It's crazy.
It's pretty cool, man. Like, and as I go, I'm learning more. Yeah, I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna learn other cultures and other rhythms and, you know, so on. So
now, are you Colombian or
I'm Colombian and Peruvian?
Okay, now do you play cumbias and stuff like that?
Of course, I know that's vallenatos and everything, and the folkloric stuff from Peru and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I get down with all that stuff. Oh yeah, of course, man.
You play at cajon and stuff like that?
I got one at home as we speak.
Man, so you know, I was calling you a master earlier, but I didn't know you had that little trick up your sleeve, G. That's crazy, man. Bro. Yeah, because that's not an easy instrument to learn, man.
Of course not. It takes time, you know, just learning the placements of your hands and where you're going to hit it and the certain sounds you're going to get out of it. It's not like a conga, you know, it's just something different, you know.
So now, Mario, like, you know, you're 15 now. What happened when you hit the age where you could actually go legally drinking? Like, you know, where were you in that part of life? Like, who were you playing with? Like, how did it really turn up? Because, you know, you're seeing things, but I'm sure that people were taking care of you. They're like, yo, chill.
Of course.
That's my little homie.
Of course.
You know, and was there anyone at that time that was really like, yo, that big brother that was like, yo, or that father figure that was like, yo, chill. Like, you gotta
of course. I had a few of them. I have a few cats to this day, man, that I'm still cool with them, and we talk every day. You know, we still travel. You know, those are big bros to me to this day, you know, and I'm always look at them as big bros because not only they took me under the wing, but they you know, they taught me the ropes on certain things and how to think on certain situations, when not to talk and when to talk, you know, and just basically learn
So
how
they
to
coached you.
basically, yeah, to you know how to really carry yourself in this industry. You know, you gotta be careful in this shit too, man. Cause
Do you mind mentioning like who these gentlemen were?
of course, I got my boy J Pilas, I got J Trax, I got Ronnie, I got a dude named Ala Hassa. His name is Manny Ling. He was part of Optimal. There's a couple of cats out there, man. Too many of them, you know, and that's just from the side of the bachata side, just learning the urban swag. Talking about Southside and bachata and the Southside and Latin jazz, that's a whole different world. I got a lot of big bros and mentors there. A lot of father figures over there in that side. You know, too many names, but it's a lot of them.
Yeah, no, but man, that's a lot of love though, bro.
Yeah.
Because a lot of, you know, I mean, you hear all these horror stories of a lot of child prodigies going way left. You know what I'm saying? Using drugs, getting caught off, you know, in alcohol, with you know, and things that they should not be doing in order to, you know, to stay focused and continue building on the skills of your craft.
Yeah.
And you know, these guys were there for you, man. So you know, you got, you know, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
you know, shout out to them for holding my G down, man. For real.
Hell yeah, man. That's something I always thank God for always being in the right hands, you know, in this industry in particular, you know, because it's not, you can't always roll with everybody. You understand what I'm saying? It's just, you got to know, you got to pick and choose who you're going to be with, you know, who's the ones that's down for you, that support you, and they see a future. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to them for that, because I'm here now and I'm doing big things. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. You know? Yeah. So how was it when you first left the country? Where was the first place you visited? Or like, did you go overseas first, or were you going out to
my first show was with the Boys and Girls Harbor. We played in Bermuda, and we played for the president and mayor of Bermuda. And this was with the workshop, with the school. That was my first place I ever went to in life. I brought my mom. You know, my sister went with me on that trip. That was a very cool experience. Then after Bermuda, things started taking off. I started branching off into the bachata world, meeting people, networking. Then with that, I ended up going to my first place ever was to Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. We played in a dot. We played in a dot. Yeah, extremely. Another type of hot. Yeah.
You brought that Latin heat plus the heat there. I'm surprised the place didn't explode, bro.
We played in a Dodge Theater. I can remember that like it was yesterday.
Oh, well, that's
I was
crazy,
14.
Man. Were you nervous, man?
Oh, I had the bubble guts.
Yeah.
I had them. Yeah, we played in front of 10,000, you know.
That's 10 G's. How old were you, 15?
I was 15 at that time.
Oh, man, that must have been bonkers,
yeah, I was
bro.
young. Yeah, oof. That was something different. Good experience. And then after that, it just started taking off to different states. And then first place I went overseas was Europe.
Oh, I bet. You remember what country?
I did Madrid. I've done a lot of places out there. Yeah. Madrid, Valencia, Italy, you know, what we talking about here? Germany, London, you know, Amsterdam. I've done it all out there. You know?
Now, were you playing with different bands, or were you with a certain artist?
These were with different
Because I remember
artists.
You played with Toby, right? Toby Love.
Yeah. You know, these were with different artists. Okay. At that time, was with Prince Royce.
Okay.
You know,
you was with Prince Royce.
Yeah, that's when we first started working. Yeah. We started doing the first tour. Shout out to him as well and everybody in that crew. You know, because we all grew up together. And then everybody else was with Toby, you know, all the cats that was out there at that time, Extreme, you know, all the big cats, you know, and yeah, that was a great era, man. Like, not for nothing, man, because like it was like the transitioning of the harmonies of bachata, you know, because you had Aventura, and that was like, you know, I guess I won't say their legacy because they're like kind of contemporaries, because Aventura I think was still together around that time. Yeah, they was together at that time. You know what I mean? But like, you know, like that flow of that New York sazon was added, you know, into the bachata, man. And I really enjoyed that era of bachata, man, because they all brought a different type of sauce to the game, you know, and it was thanks to the fellas Aventura that they was the ones that really brought all different genres into bachata. They brought the rock and the pop and mixing it with the basses and the guitars, and they switched up bachata to a whole different game where it's worldwide now. Yeah. You know, that even people that don't speak Spanish listen to it. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. To that point. That's a big deal. You know, very big deal. Yeah. You know, and shout out to them. Shout out to Lenny, Mike, and all the fellas too, because, you know, I got to work with them for many years as well. You know, I've done a lot of work with them, so it's a very good experience. I haven't seen you in one of the videos, right? Weren't you like in a Prince Royce video? Yeah, back in the days. Hell yeah. What's that? I forgot which song was it for. Damn, which one was it for? I can't even remember. Corazón no tiene cara. Something like that. Yeah, one of them joints. Yeah, one of them joints out there. Yeah, it was a fire track back then, man. Yeah, that was a fire album back then, definitely.
Wow, that's nuts, man. So, you know, you're traveling the world. And do you remember a point when you're playing where you were like, I'm in the zone right now? Like, you know, was it during a solo? Did you get solos?
Oh, I always get those zones.
Yeah.
I just got that
How
zone.
does that feel, man? Because I don't play an
Amazing.
instrument. I wish I did. I
Amazing,
will
bro.
learn one eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I want to. You know, I can never sing because that's just something you know is God given. But you may be able to learn to play an instrument. Like, how does that feel when you get into that zone, Bede, where you're like, yo, I'm killing it right now?
Oh, it feels amazing, bro.
Yeah?
It's something unexplainable. You're basically like in your own circle, like you're in your own bubble. You know, you block everybody out.
Is it
the
like
crowd.
that movie, like The Last Dragon, where you got the glow?
Yeah,
like,
you just feeling yourself. You just forget who's out there.
Yeah.
Forget the artist.
Yeah.
You just there, just enjoying it. You just loving your instrument, something that you actually took your time to learn, and you just there on stage. You know, you're just embracing all that. Like, God damn, I'm up here. I'm going in. Like, sometimes to a point that I don't even feel like I'm on stage. I feel like I'm just in rehearsal in my head.
You serious, man? You get to that point where you're that relaxed and in the zone?
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets to a
bro.
point like that. I'm just like, it's nothing.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a dope feeling.
It's
a dope feeling, bro. It's a dope feeling. It's a dope feeling.
My man said rehearsal.
Yeah,
bro.
it's like
there's nobody out there.
Yeah.
There's 20,000 screaming women freaking
Just going
throwing
crazy.
their panties on stage. I don't see none of it,
Nothing.
man.
That's
just me and my instrument.
A blur.
Yeah.
It's just like I just do what I gotta do. That's it.
That's
and it
nuts,
feels good.
man.
Yeah, man. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, you know. So.
Oh man! So now, I'm hearing that you've been transitioning more and going from not only doing the touring and you know and playing with the bands, but like now you're going into like the actual production aspect of creating music.
Yes.
Could you speak a little bit about that and how's that been going? You know,
it's been going good. I've been at it for a few years now. You know, I just recently landed a placement with TJ Porter with Def Jam. Okay. Shout out to my big bros Buddha and Grants because I did that with them. It's been a great feeling, man. I just didn't know that it was gonna pick up this quick. Yeah. You know, I've been at it. I'm talking about like 3-4 years just on the low, just getting myself situated, getting my equipment, making sure I get the right money so I can get certain things I need so I can start off. And I was working off other computers. Like I was doing beats off my boys' stuff and keeping them and just transferring them, getting the files and then working it until I was able to get my own laptop years ago, you know, and now I finally got them.
Yeah, man, because you're a young kid, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're being thrust into these situations. And, like, what I've always been told is don't say no to opportunity.
Never.
So, like, it's like, you know, you get an opportunity. All right, cool, let's go.
Exactly.
Let's make it happen. You do what you can with what you got.
Exactly. So I put my mind to it, and it's been going great. I'm enjoying the ride right now. You know,
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot as I go. I'm networking. I'm meeting a lot of people. I'm actually putting myself back into these doors that I'm supposed to be in now with these certain cats and these people that I'm supposed to actually be, you know, vibing with and getting music out there with. So I love it right now. It's growing for me, you know, little by little. I'm just working with upcoming cats. I'm working with industry people as well. So, you know, I'm just here to grind, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and the production world is something that I've always wanted to do because I've always loved to create. I'm a musician, so I know what it's gonna take to make good music. You know, I have the ear for it. So production was something I've always wanted to chase, and I got it. You know, so I'm here now. So I'm just doing what I gotta do and just trying to bring my own sound, just trying to find myself, and just trying to be different. I don't want to be like everybody. I don't want to sound like everybody else. I want to have my own Made by Mars sound. You know, when you hear Made by Mars out there, they're gonna be like, "Then that's
Yeah, it's like when you hear the Neptunes, like, oh, you know exactly who made that track.
Pharrell. That's these kids. That's him and his
Yeah.
team. Like, so that's something, you know, I'm trying to get out there now. So little by little, I'm working. I'm not putting out a lot of stuff out there. I should.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm
It's a process, though, I
I'm
would
gonna
imagine.
get the page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the pages going, and I'm gonna get all the certain things I need
Yeah.
so people can get their beats off and lease them and
Yeah.
do what they gotta do. But as of right now, I'm just out there working.
Yeah.
I'm stepping out my crib and it's just going to places, just showing up, just like, yo, I'm here. What's up? You know, on good vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm knocking off stuff like that.
Because I was going to ask you, you know, talking about that, like, what's that transition like actually going from live music, you know, tangible objects to now you're in your computer, bro, and you have to recreate the same things that you're used to listening to on stage all live, man. That must be like, that's not easy. I would imagine it's hard as hell.
No, it's very different because
Yeah.
now you got to learn the placements, how to, you know, what sounds you're gonna use, what instruments, what percussion. You got to learn how the layouts. You got to learn how it is to really, a beat maker and a producer are two different things. A producer is a person that really knows like how the track is gonna be, the layout, what sounds, if this doesn't sound good. Beat maker is just a person that just does the beat and give it to the artist and do what they gotta do. You know, so I'm on that producer thing. Like I wanna really
like mixing, mastering,
exactly. I wanna get
yeah.
all the fundamentals down.
Yeah.
I just don't wanna be a beat maker. I wanna be a producer.
Because you come from that culture. Like, you know, you've
Correct.
learned everything that you've learned musically from the ground up.
Exactly.
So it's like you don't want to take any shortcuts now, even though you probably could.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Any day I can. But
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying? But it's not what you're about.
No, I want to work. I want to
Yeah.
work for it. I can get into any door I want and with any label, any person, any artist, but I don't. Because I want to work for mine. You know, and that's the respect that people are gonna have on your work, because they're gonna be like, damn, he really goes out there to get it. He don't wait for a handout. You know, he's going to get it. Like, he's gonna go to the studio, he's gonna sit here, he's gonna vibe, he's gonna, you know, learn certain things, you know, he's gonna ask questions whenever he needs to. Like, and that's the type of person I am. Like, I like to just go to places and learn and chill and really pick up on certain things. So when I go to my studio, I go to work, I already know what I gotta do.
Yeah, you want to maintain that level of professionalism with people. They know that, yo, when, you know, Made My Bonds is coming to the studio, yo, it's about to be some fire that's about to be lit. You feel me?
Exactly.
I feel
so
that, man.
I'm just working on my creativity, on my craft. You know, I'm just, as I go, it gets better. So, you know.
Well, Little Birdie told me you also got, you play some percussions on the Kiss album or something that's coming out soon.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. Yeah. Ignatius.
Yeah,
Ignatius. Shout out to the whole crew, to the whole D Block, you know, So Raspy. And shout out to Unc, you know, Poobs. That's the A&R producer for D Block for over 20 years. And shout out to Buddha as well. You know, I got to be on his album, you know, and this is with family. These guys that I know for years already, you know. So it's such an honor to even be on an album, one of my favorite rappers that we both grew up to.
Yeah,
hear,
facts, man. Know? The Mighty D Block, Jada Kiss,
you
man.
feel me?
Shout out Jada Kiss, Styles, Chic Looch, man.
Facts.
And DMX to the other guy.
That's a fact. So that album come out tomorrow. I got to play live percussion on it. What a blessing, you know. I put a little bit of my grain in it, you know. Even if I didn't produce on it or whatever, I still.
But it got that sazon, that flavor.
You already know. I still feel like I'm a producer because I put my sauce, my art into something, you know. So it's a blessing.
And it's the beginning of things to come, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to get your beak wet somewhere.
Exactly. So, and that's just not the only thing that's gonna be coming. I got a lot of, you know, stuff in the closets that's being worked on with a lot of different artists and with people that I'm collabing with as far as other producers. So, you know, I'm just enjoying the ride. Like I said, you know, things are gonna just take off. It's 2020 already starting good. You know, touring. You know, I'm doing this Unity tour with the Cats with Extreme by JADA High. So anybody that's out there.
Oh, yeah, I saw the flyer, man, actually. Yo, that's looking crazy, man.
You guys can
that's
tune
a lot
in.
of bands on one ticket, man. It's like, that's going to be nuts.
Yeah.
You're going overseas with that? Or
we're going to, right now we're doing certain cities. It's about, they saying we're going to do 18 cities. So we've been doing a lot right now. So we will go overseas maybe in the summer. Who knows? Okay. But, you know, so people can be in tune. Definitely the Unity tour. Shout out to them. And like I said, these 2 months has been very great, man. Yeah. I'm blessed. You know, from touring now live to now landing something else on an album. You know, it's just.
But G, you've been grinding for almost 20 years, man.
Correct, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like something that's happened overnight. Nah. And that's what I tell a lot of people, man. My message to people, man, is like, things are a process, man.
Of course.
And you got to keep an open mind. And when man, you know, we get hit, we go down. It's not like everything is peachy keen all day, every day, your whole life, man. Like, you know, everybody has their own story. Everybody goes through their trials and tribulations.
Of course.
Everybody goes through those heartaches, whether it be romantically or whether it be you losing somebody in your family or somebody that's your friend that you're very close to.
Personal business.
Yeah, or even like somebody that, you know, they lost, you know, they were a big fan of Kobe Bryant. They've never experienced losing somebody.
Exactly.
And they're hurt by that.
Just by that.
You know what I'm saying? You have to overcome those kind of things. And the way you do that is by, you know, like you said, loving what you're doing, finding things you love to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
don't force nothing.
Exactly.
Do it. Find it and just do it. You know?
And embrace it.
Embrace it, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna do it like how you do it. You feel me? So anything you do, it don't matter if you a doctor, you an athlete, you a musician, you love to draw, whatever you good at, if you good at that, do it. You feel me? And put your hours in. Make sure you put your hours in, learn it. You know, don't try to do shortcuts because you're not gonna get nothing out of that. You know, really work for it. And you're gonna see, you know, you're gonna get repaid by the universe in very good ways. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way it is. I always looked at it like, whatever you put out there, the universe repays you in very good ways. If you put it in a negative way, it's gonna repay you in a negative way. You understand what I'm saying? So however you choose, whatever route you want to do, positive or negative, just stay on the positive. Yeah. We all gonna have our ups and downs. Everything is unbalanced. Nothing is balanced out to a point you be like, yeah, I'm good every day. Nah, everybody got their ups and downs. Nothing is perfect. You know, you're gonna go like I said, any industry, nothing is peaches and cream. So you gotta
everything is hard.
You gotta be a strong soldier.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Facts.
If you're not a strong soldier, then you're not gonna survive out here, no matter what you do. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody want to get the bag.
Yeah. Everybody wants to secure that bag.
Everybody.
Yeah, but you got to find the ways to do it.
What you gonna do for it?
Yeah. You know?
Are you gonna have sleepless nights? Are you gonna be like, nah, I got 2-3 days? Or are you gonna be the one that's sleeping and just like, oh, how I'm gonna get the next dollar? You gotta pick and choose. You know, I go days without sleeping in studios.
People don't understand that.
They don't understand they just see cute stuff on Instagram. We on stage with the artists, the money, the flashy stuff. Nah, bro. They don't see the getting up early to the airport, the hours we spend to make good music for people. You know, so you could be chilling over there and sweating your life out and whatever it is. But nigga, we doing nights and nights and nights. Yeah. Greatest music is made at 4 or 5 in the morning. When people are sleeping, we're the ones cooking up.
Yeah, and you started at 10 that night. It's just you finally got that groove at 5 in the morning.
We just got that sauce at 3 in the morning.
Yeah,
while you over there wiping your coal out your eye, like we putting in work just like you. This is our 9 to 5, but we love it. Yeah, you know. So that's why I say find something you love and don't do something that you feel like you're forced to. Yeah. Oh, nah, I gotta do it because I gotta make money. How I'm gonna survive? No, do something you love, man. Yeah, you know, and if you find something you love, things are gonna go great for you. Yeah,
and treat it with respect.
Because
that's the thing. A lot of people find things that they love, but they don't treat it with respect.
They
take it for granted,
and they forget that that's what got them to that place. Yeah. So you gotta be appreciative about certain things in life. You know, especially if you have a talent, put it to use. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's like my man said in a Bronx Tale: the saddest thing in the world is wasted talent.
Yep, and that's true.
Facts.
That's very true.
And on that note, brother, can you give us your handles where we can find you doing your thing, man?
Most definitely. You can follow me on Instagram, made by Mars, made_Mars, or you can follow me on Facebook. My name is Mary Munoz, but you can find me as Made by Mars as well. And I got a lot of work done on YouTube with people I've worked with, you know. So all you got to do is look for the artists, and you're going to find me there. A lot of work. I'm going to work on my YouTube page to put up certain things and put up tutorials and certain things of what I'm doing with certain cats and how to you know, learn your instrument, whatever. That's coming soon. So as far as everything,
a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to be done. Now that I'm on the next step in my life.
Doesn't happen overnight. But stay tuned. You already know.
Yeah, facts.
At Made by Mars was here in the building, gracing us with his presence. This is the Angel of Words podcast. You already know, man. Talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed listening to the words of wisdom from my boy Mario Munoz, dropping that knowledge about the bachata life and staying positive on the things you got to take care of. My people out there, I appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, talk to you later.